Now, I would like to know what you thought of the first Halloween remake when it came out. What did you think?
Well, firstly, when I saw it in theaters, I was a little bit thrown off by the beginning of it. With the constant swearing that I really don't think was needed at the beginning of the film. I like the fact that it dived into what made Michael, become who he is. I like that. And I like the fact that Michael seemed a lot more smarter in Rob Zombie's film than he did in the other Halloween films. Now, no disrespect to the old series. I love all the old series. The old series is great, except for Halloween 3, which has the most annoying, addicting theme song ever put into a movie. But, however, I just felt there were certain parts in Rob Zombie's Halloween where, you kind of were thinking, oh man, I wonder, if Michael's going to be able to figure out that, Laurie is on top of in the attic, like when she's hiding in the attic, and then Michael picks up the pipe and stabs through the floor. I thought that was really well done. Where in the old series, you would just see the victim or whoever make a stupid mistake, and then Michael would get the upper hand and kill them.
Mm-hmm. One thing I thought was interesting was the fact that they actually made Michael Myers really the main character rather than Laurie. It was more about Michael in that movie than it was about Laurie. I thought that was cool.
I would say each character in that film pretty much got their own time of screen, But
I like the fact that Michael got a lot of screen time because before that, Michael was just a motionless guy who just turns his head, and he was just some guy who became a killer because of no reason. I mean, that was John.
Well, that's part of what made the old series work so well. Is the fact that Michael had no reason to kill.
I think that the original is a masterpiece, and I think that John Carpenter captured something amazing. Mm-hmm. But I do like the fact that Rob Zombie re-envisioned it because he kind of made it his own. He wasn't just remaking John Carpenter's original. And I mean, when you
had respect for it in his first outing, he had a very respect for the film. He captured certain elements of the original, and he picked very good actresses to play their characters.
Glad that he hired somebody like Scout Taylor Compton, who really brought new life into Laurie and made Laurie more of a rounder character. Even though I think that Laurie's character was amazing in the original, I think they captured kind of like the modern day Laurie as she would be now.
Well, the original Laurie was modern for that time. The new Laurie that Scout played was modern for our time.
Exactly.
Some people may argue with the fact that, that she seemed a little too rambunctious, for a teenager, But when I was in high school, I actually saw people that were sort of like that, that had, kind of like a little perverted mind. So, yeah.
And he kept this stuff about Laurie that did work on the original. I mean, a lot of it, like her being a babysitter, he didn't change that. He kept that. He was respectful that way to the character, I thought. Out of both of them, you would say that the first remake you're more of a fan of.
Yes.
Yeah, because you felt it was. Why would you say that? Like, what's your opinion on that?
It felt more Halloween. Like Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 felt like more your traditional Halloween movie that would fit in the series pretty well, regardless of what some people may say.
And we're going to talk about Halloween 2. Now, I was wondering your opinion about Halloween 2.
Well, you have two versions of the film. You have the theatrical cut,
Yeah.
which I prefer more,
Yeah.
and then you have the unrated director's cut. Both films have two different feels to them. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, me personally, I would have liked it if the Blu-ray would have had both cuts of the film, because then I wouldn't have to spend double the money on both films.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought so too. I really think it should have had both cuts.
But, however, I do have to say the Blu-ray looks very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Now, however, how I feel on both films, each film kind of hits me on a mixed bag. I personally like some of the stuff the unrated cut has, such as the therapy scene. I thought that was good. I also thought the scene with Danielle Harris, where they show her dead, and they have those flashbacks to when she was a little kid, because for people that watch the original Halloween series, that kind of hit pretty close to home, because the fact that Danielle Harris played Jamie Lloyd in Halloween 4 and 5 and didn't come back to play her in number 6. But, however, she, had a good, history with the Halloween universe, and she's a great horror actress. And I like the fact that both Halloween movies kind of brought her back into the horror genre. Mm-hmm. So I respect Rob Zombie for, getting her. So, but however, other than that, I don't like the unrated cut that much.
I thought it was. Well, I just want to say something. I just thought it was really cool how Danielle Harris actually came back, because I actually thought she died in the remake, but
I didn't.
Well, she got stabbed so many times that I wasn't sure if she actually survived. And when I heard she survived, I thought it was really cool.
I don't remember her. I remember her getting dragged, and she had blood over her because her boyfriend was murdered. I don't remember her ever getting stabbed in the original one. I mean, yeah, she was nude, but I don't think she got stabbed in the original. Now, I could be wrong. I just think that I believe that by the time Laurie got there in the original one, Michael chased her, and then basically Brackett got there after the whole chase ended and everything like that, and Michael got Laurie. So I don't think she necessarily 150% got hurt, except maybe got thrown around. But however, I kind of like the fact that her murder in this film, they don't really show. It's all up to interpretation what happened. And I don't believe what some people said what happened. Some people believe that she was properly raped, but I don't think that happened, because, in the first film, Michael attacked a rapist.
Yeah.
So I don't think he raped her. I just think he just went to town on her and stabbed her. So,
yeah.
But however, I do have to say I prefer the ending to the theatrical cut more, due to the fact that I really love it where Laurie picks up the knife and just goes to town on Michael's face. I mean, granted, that is more permanent ending for Michael versus him getting shot by the police, because if you remember in Halloween 4, Michael got shot by a bunch of truckers and everybody like that, and some police officers, and he still survived. So we know Michael could survive getting shot. Granted, Rob Zombie said that he wanted to take the realistic approach and all that stuff, but people that watch the Halloween series know that pretty much whatever you do to Michael, he's going to come back in some shape or form. The only thing that was really cheated was when he basically switched the bodies around in number 4, not 4, but Halloween H2, how they brought him back in Halloween Resurrection. That's, basically somewhat cheated, but that's a whole nother story. And basically, when it boils down to it, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is a film that some people are going to like and some people are absolutely going to hate. I'm a type of person that falls right in the middle of it, where I don't particularly hate it, but however, I do like some of the killings that Michael had in it. I like the brutality that Michael had, and granted, the whole mommy and the white horse thing, I think Michael could have done without that. I don't think Rob Zombie really needed to bring his wife back.